The loop in WordPress is the block of code that you have to put in your theme in order to display your posts. Now, if you've been following along with the series of videos, you'll know that these blog posts here are not actually being pulled from WordPress. They're just coded into the theme. And so what we want to do is we want to remove that and make this theme dynamic, meaning we want to pull in all of our posts that are actually in WordPress. So let's go ahead and get started with that. As I said before, if you've been following along, then you might have noticed that we've got some kind of unnecessary code or code that we just don't need yet. So what we're going to do is remove that, and we'll go ahead and remove this commented section out too. And I'll scroll all the way down to the bottom, and I want to take out all these calls for JavaScript. We don't need them right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up the loop. Now I want to make sure that I do it inside of this div that has a class of blog-main. And because I'm using a plugin for Sublime Text, I'm just going to use this snippet. You can see it's already pulled up. And what it does is it creates the standard WordPress loop. Now really quickly I'll explain what's going on here. All of this block of code is doing is saying if have posts while there are posts, display the posts. So it just means that while you have WordPress posts, we're going to loop through them and we're going to display each of them. Now this isn't all you need to actually display the post. You have to make use of template tags, and we'll go over a few of them. First thing I want to do is just test and make sure that it works. Oops. And we'll use the title tag. And I'll save that and I'll switch back and refresh. And you can see I have my test post showing now, and I have the Hello World post showing. So why don't we format this to look better? And because we got this example from the Bootstrap blog or the Get Bootstrap website, we already have this done for us. The first thing I'm going to do is delete this long block post up here. Don't need it. And I think I'll cut the shorter one out. It's a little bit easier to read. And then I'll just delete this one. Just like that. And the shorter post, I'm going to paste it within the loop. And I'm just going to replace some of this static code with actual template tags so that we can display the real post information. So the first one I'm going to use is the title, which we've just seen before. And I'm going to put it here within H2. Then I'm going to use the date so that we can display the correct date. Just like that. Do the same thing for the author. And I'm going to replace all of this with one tag because I want to display the actual post content. And I'll do that with the content. Okay, so pretty basic setup. Go ahead and save this. And I'll switch back to the browser and refresh it. And you can see now we're pulling in our actual posts. We've made our theme dynamic, and if we were to go in to WordPress and edit one of these posts, our changes would show up now. For example, let's find this test post and actually add some content. So I'm going to go to my dashboard and find my post, my test post. And this is some sample content, just like that. I'll update it. When I go back to my front page, you see the content that I just added. So that's how the loop works. It's a very basic example. We'll continue on with this theme in the next video, and we'll learn how to set up this pagination.